So this is a video about using the free YouTube audio library to find music for your videos. So if you go to studio.youtube.com, on the left-hand column, there's an audio library category. As you can see, you can scroll down and there's a number of free audio tracks you can use. Now, you can sort these files by track name, by genre, mood, artist, or even duration. They're all free to use and free to download. You can also go and check out the sound effects. They have numerous sound effects for almost anything you need. They're all pretty old, but they're also pretty generic, and they'll work for anything. Now that I have my audio track picked out, I'll show you how I add it into my videos. I use Shotcut for video editing, and you can see it's listed in the playlist here on the left-hand side. So what I'll do is I'll right-click on the output and click on Track Options and Add an Audio Track. I'll scroll down and you can see it says A1 for Audio Track. I'm going to drag that file and I'm just going to drop it down here onto the audio track. And there it is. Pretty easy. The other thing that I've been doing recently is adding a watermark to my videos. Now again, I'm using Shotcut. And in the playlist on the left, you can see that I have a file called ScaleSpeedworks Watermark. This one says reverse, but that really doesn't matter. What really matters is that it's a PNG file. And you can see that it says .png. The reason that's important is because PNG files preserve transparency in photos. So unlike JPEGs or other kind of photos, a PNG will retain that transparency. In the output section of the video editor, I'm going to right click, go to Track Operations, Add Video Track, and that video track comes up there as Video 2, V2. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on that transition, and it's kind of hard to see the transition, but trust me, it's there. So I'm going to double click on that transition. What that does is it resets the cursor to the beginning of that section. Then I'm going to grab my track and drop it down there. And you see this track butts up right against that cursor. And that's because I have this little magnet thing selected. So that magnet, again, drops it right on that cursor. We'll drag this down, scroll down a little bit. I'm going to double click on my last track and set that cursor and then drag the file and drop it right there. And it lines up just perfectly. So once I've done that, you can see the file is huge. It takes up the whole screen. So now I need to go to Filters. I'm going to hit the plus mark. I'm going to scroll down and select Size, Position, and Rotate. Go to the preset. I'm going to hit bottom right. It scales it down a little bit, but 59.2% is still pretty big. We're going to type in 20% and hit Tab. And what that does is that'll keep it at 20% of the original image. Now, we want this file to fade in and fade out with the rest of the video. So we're going to go back to the plus sign and click Fade Out Video and change that from 1 second to 2 seconds. Okay, hit Tab, hit the plus sign again, Fade In Video, and we're going to do the same thing. Change it from 1 second to 2 seconds. It creates a nice smooth transition. Let's watch it as it fades out. Boom. There you go. So that's how you use Shotcut to add an audio track and to create a watermark for your videos.